Carol and all the Chabo. My message here is that I am not interested to travel with my parents, my biological parent, which is Esther Lim Pek San, and also my father. I do not know what is his name. Now I already disown my father and my father's side of the family, and also I do not like to have anything to do with my mother, Esther Lim. She is very violent, always use violence. I do not know for what reason, not even to resort her matter. She just simply used violence on me without any reason, without giving any reason. Probably she has her reason, but without letting me know. So she got her problem. She cannot articulate herself. She cannot express herself properly without using force. She always like to use force, whether to hit me or to use a weapon, whether it's knife or gun. So I am not tolerating her barbaric behavior. So that's why I do not wish to travel with her. I know she probably come up with some travel just to get some budget from probably from my father's side of the family or what, I do not know. And to cheat my money, money rightfully belong to me, and then she cheated my money and used the money to travel for herself. So there are a lot of ways for her to cheat my money or to cheat my father's side of the family monies and claim it is for me. So I want to make it very clear, I do not want to have any business partnership or joint venture or whatever to do with my mother's side of the family or my father's side. My father's side is clearly a communist. I am not interested to have anything related to the communists, whether it's the Mao Zedong era, the type of communist, or the CCP type. Now, to a certain extent, I would say the CCP type, the modern China, which we see now, are not as severe as in the past during the Mao Zedong time, because we know there were the Great Leap and also the cultural revolutions back in those days that killed almost 72 million Chinese people in the country. So directly or indirectly, both add up together around 72 million, 45 to 72 million. So that estimate is at least 42 million. That's a huge number. That is more than the entire Malaysian population. So that is a huge number. Now, of course, the communists now in China, they are not as severe as in the past. And I do not want to talk politics, but I just want to briefly let you know. Now, normally the purpose of me travel, there are can be categorized into uh, two two category. One is personal reason, another one for business. And for business, it could be for society, for social cause, NGO, or it could be for my business, which is profit-driven type of business. Like for example, if I work for a company and required to go somewhere else, then I travel very swiftly, go to that location, resolve the matter, and come back. So that is on business travel, business trip. And for NGO, I also previously I did participate in many NGO as well as some organizations, civil society. To participate in many things, even field trip, that is also for NGO, for non-governmental or for charity purposes. Now that type of travel is we that type of travel is of course it's not 100% of my liking, and it is not profit driven. It is not money. It's not because of money, and sometimes I need to do some work for the people, like do some marketing and all that for charity purposes. But that we come with the objective is to make a society better. So that is on the business trip. And then for personal trips, I will have also divided into experiential learning purposes, where I go to a place. Say previously I went to Japan. That is for experiential learning. So I am not really there for enjoying, but I go there, I go to museum, I go to explore around to see how Japan run their cities, how the Japanese live their life. So that is a Japanese. That is my experiential. That is for experiential learning purposes. It's not 100% for leisure. Now, I also want to quote example. I'll give example. Now, if I want to go for leisure, that means I want to go relax. Uh, I like, for example, there's one time I go Taiwan. It's purely for relax. I went there to the hot spring, relax, just me alone. I did not go with anyone. Now, the first time I went to Taiwan, I went with my family, but subsequently, I also went to Taiwan for leisure, for to experience Taiwan, the food and the culture. It's more on a relaxing, holiday. I'm not going holiday to impress anyone, like probably like my mother and my father do. I'm not impressing anyone. I am not going for cities or certain places just to show somebody that I've been there before, or just because somebody been there, then I also want to be there. I'm not competing with people. I'm not competing with anyone. I'm not uh, showcase. Of course, I know in a case of in the course of socializing, when you're socializing with people, of course, you will compare your travel experiences, and also uh, which other places you've been before with your friends or with your business partner or whatever. That is for socializing. But I'm not that keen on that. I'm not keen on impressing people like, oh, I've been to this, I've been to that. No, unless it is for to be an evident, because if I never been to a place, I have no idea. I cannot say something. I cannot have conclude something that uh, in a place that I never been before. I cannot say, oh, Alaska is freezingly cold and all that, when I never been to Alaska. So I cannot say something just based on reading or just based on YouTube uh, to somebody, unless I've been there before. Then I can say, oh yeah, that place is like this and that. Like Berlin, I've been to Berlin 2 times, only 2 times. But I go around, and not really much, because there are many other places I wanted to go, but because of budget and time constraint, I'm not able to do it. So when I got money, I probably will spend more in a high-end restaurant and all that. So that is me. But whatever it is, I'm not impressing. I'm not going to certain place to impress anyone. And I also do not like to travel in a big group. And that's why I do not sign up. I do not sign up tour packages. I seldom sign up tour packages like what I did previously. Because tour packages, you need to follow the entire group. I am more interested to go by my own. Now, even now, I have many household. I also, if possible, just go with one or two household at the same time, at a time. Not everybody simultaneously. I do not like a big crowd or big group. I do not like that. And as you know, I'm not there to impress anybody, so I really do not like to showcase my travel or whatever, just to impress people. That means I need to go somewhere just to take photo and to impress people. I'm not keen on that. I am more keen on either experiential learning. I go there to learn something, or I go for leisure. So I do not want to purposely go to a place to just to take pictures, and like a typical or classic uh, uh, they call it a tourist. I do not want to be a typical tourist or classic tourist. Tourists go to a place, take pictures, and then keep their pictures as a souvenir or as a proof that they have been there. uh, I'm not saying I'm 100% anti-social. I also socialize. I also take pictures. Of course, I also take pictures as to make it as a evidence that I've been to certain place before. But I'm not that crazy. What I'm trying to say, I'm not as frenetic as my parents or probably some of the Asians people. So I'm trying to say is, I am definitely not going to with my parents. I'm definitely not going. And I hope you also, if possible, do not look in your parents until our relationship matured first. I'm not comfortable with your parent, and also I'm not comfortable with my own parent. Since my mother, she prohibit me from going back to my own house. So that is how crazy it is. She told me she is my mother, and I say, then you that is happened in Malaysia. I asked her to bring me back home, and she refused to let me go back home. So it is, I do not know what is the reason for her to refuse to let me go back home. I do not know what is the reason, but there could be many reasons. Now, I am not asking her to let me go back to the home that she probably have another family or what. She probably have a lot of property. She can actually afford to give me one apartment or some houses to stay, but she refused. She refused to let me stay in any of her property or in the house. So I do not know what is the reason, but all in all, she has never give any benefit to me until right now, as of now. So I have to say this very clear. Both my parents, my father and mother, have never contribute anything positive in my life, but they have caused enough trouble to me. They have caused enough trouble to me. They even tell TMJ where I live. So imagine she actually keep on betraying me. I do not know what is a reason to keep her as my mother. So I disown her immediately. She also killed me before, so I have to disown her. I do not want to have anything to do with her.